Hi and welcome to Berry Patch Lifestyle. My name is Tracy and I'm really happy that you decided to join me today. If you are enjoying the videos, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Hi and welcome to today's practice. My name is Tracy and I'm really happy that you decided to join me today. For our practice today, we're going to start right down here on the floor in tabletop position. So if you're on your mat, we're going to swing the legs around. Place our hands just underneath our shoulders. We'll flatten the feet and the knees will be just underneath our hips. And we're going to start with our cat-cow here. So we're going to start by arching through the back. We exhale, bring your head in between your arms and really tuck your tailbone under, pushing up through mid-back and pushing up nice and strong through those shoulders. And then we're going to inhale and tilt everything the other way. So the head comes up, you're going to look up to the sky. You're going to tilt your tail and really arch through the back and press up through the shoulders. And then on your own time, you're going to bring your head back through your arms, tilt the tail under, arch through the back and really push up through those into the hands and through the shoulders. And then just continue here at your own pace. So tilting the tail up, looking up to the sky, bringing the head through, just remembering to synchronize your breath with the movement. Nice massage for your spine here. So you can continue there or join me. I'm going to send my hands a little bit forward and then press down over to the left side, coming down through a semicircle, almost like I'm going to stay in child's pose, and then coming up through that right side. You can bring your body all the way forward or stay lifted, completely up to you. That's almost like a push-up. And then we're going to send the body down to the right, through the semicircle again, and then up to the left. Coming down if you like, or staying lifted. We're going to continue there, or if you were enjoying the traditional cat-cow, then stay there. Just moving at your own pace, whatever's feeling good for you. Remembering to breathe. Just taking a couple more movements here. Always get a few snap, crackle, and pops, especially in the morning. And then we're going to send the hips all the way back for a child's pose. So just relaxing here with arms stretched out, relaxing for a moment, bringing your head down, breathing here. Now stretching those fingertips away, bringing a little bit of tension back into the arms. We're going to think about pressing our right armpit down into the floor and hold there. Release that, and then think about pressing the left armpit down and release. Now let's press both at the same time. Now we're going to take that left hand just off the mat and over to the side. And you're going to take your right hand and place it either on top or even beside the left, and then press back. Just getting a little extra stretch through the shoulders. And breathe. And we'll take one more breath here. And bringing those arms back to center, pressing back into child's pose. Now that right arm is going to come off, left hand on top or just beside. A little greater stretch if you bring your arms beside each other. And breathe. let's bring everything back to center. And again, we're going to soften through those arms and just take a couple of breaths here. We're going to press back up into tabletop now. Curl the toes under and send those sits bones up and back for a downward facing dog. So in this posture, your head is going to be in between your arms. Make any adjustments you need to. Sits bones are pointed straight up to the sky, and we can pedal the feet here, pressing alternate heel down to the floor. Really stretching through those toes. Now we'll take both heels, we're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, press them down to the floor, and take one nice big breath here. Now look up between your hands, start to shift your weight forward. We're going to step up with our left foot, and then step up with the right. We're going to take our hands together, inhale. As we do so, we're going to lift. Hands come up to the sky, and then we exhale down. Just taking a moment here in mountain pose. You can really feel the energy moving through your body from getting up. Pressing those shoulders back and down, grounding through your feet, feeling the space in behind your big toe, behind your baby toe, and at your heel. Again, pressing those shoulders back. You can roll them away. Your chin is tucked. I'll come back to the front of my mat. We're going to bend through the knees, and as we do so, we'll inhale those arms back up, exhale down, tap the mat. We'll come to a halfway lift, and then bring our body back down all the way as far as you can, bringing your head towards your legs. And then we're going to take our hands and grasp opposite elbows. So we're going to sway here, really feeling the stretch in the back of those legs. Dropping those hands now, flatten them. Inhale, and as you do so, we're going to bring the body up, arms come up, and then we exhale down. One more time like that. Inhale, exhale, halfway lift. Hands come down to meet the mat, but this time we're going to step our left foot back and the right and push back into that downward facing dog. If you're feeling it, you can pedal your feet again here. And then we're going to bring that left foot to the center of the body, midline of the mat. Send the right toes up into the sky. Take a breath here in three-legged dog. And then we're going to open up that hip. So sending the right toes to the left wall. We'll take 2 breaths here. Now look up between your hands, start to shift your weight forward. Those right toes come right in between the hands, and if it doesn't quite make it, you can use your toes to bring your foot forward. We're going to keep the back knee lifted for now. Keep the back heel lifted, and we're going to come all the way up into low lunge. So we want to make sure that our shoulders are pressed down and away, hands are up. Breathing here, trying to make sure we have equal pressure into both feet, not stressing one more than the other. Might find a little bit of a shake. On your next exhale, we'll bring those hands down to either side of the foot, and we'll step it back. Right toes meet the left. We're back in downward facing dog. We're now going to move our right foot to the midline of the body. Send those left toes up into the sky. Take a breath. And then send the left toes to the right wall to open up through that hip. 2 breaths here.
Start to shift your weight forward now, bringing the left foot in between the hands, again, making any adjustments you need to. And then we're gonna take those arms and sweep them all the way up. For a low lunge on this side, taking a few breaths here. One more. On your next exhale, we're going to bring our hands to either side of that foot. We're going to step the left toes back to meet the right. We're back in downward facing dog. We're going to bring our knees down to the mat, flatten the feet, and then lower the front body. Hands are just beneath the shoulders, and then we're just going to press up for a baby cobra here. Zipping those legs together, nice and strong through the back. Bring that front body back down, press up, back into tabletop, curl the toes under again, sending the sits bones up and back. We're back in downward facing dog. Still a couple of cracks, I guess. Pedal those feet again if you like. We're gonna bring the left toes to the midline, send the right toes up. Three-legged dog, looking up between our hands. We're going to draw that foot in between again. This time we're going to lower that back knee, flatten the foot. We'll have a low lunge here. And breathe. On your next exhale, we're going to bring both hands down to either side of that foot. This time that left hand stays planted. The right hand is going to come all the way up into the sky for a twist. Let's exhale that right arm down. We're going to press those sits bones back up, curling the toes of the left foot under and sending the right toes back to meet the left. We're back in downward facing dog. We're going to take a breath here. And now taking the right toes to the midline, sending the left toes up, and breathe. And shifting forward again, left toes come in between the hands. We're going to lower that back knee, flatten through that back foot, and then come into lunge down here, and breathe. Keeping those shoulders nice and strong. Thinking about squeezing everything into the midline. Exhaling both hands down now to either side of that foot. We're going to take our right hand, plant it on the ground, and open up through the left. Take a couple of breaths here. On your next exhale, we're going to bring that hand all the way down. Curl the toes of that back foot under, lift the hips, send the left toes back to meet the right, and we are back in downward facing dog. Pedal if you like. We're going to bring our knees down to the mat, flatten the toes, and then push back into child's pose, just resting here for a moment. You can keep those hands active and pressing away or relax here. One more breath. We're going to push back into tabletop now and just do a little bit of strengthening for our back. Strengthening through many parts of the body, but focusing on the back this time. So we're going to take our left toes up into the sky and try and have them parallel with the bodies, extending that leg. We're going to extend through the right arm now. And then we're gonna pull everything together. Head can come down, and then press it away. Nice and strong here. Bring everything together and press it away. And one more time. And we're gonna hold for one breath. Bringing that right hand down, left leg down. We'll take one breath here before we move to the other side. Right toes are back, left arm is back. Pushing up through that right hand, bringing everything together, and then pressing away, and again. Press away, and then one more time. Taking one breath here. Lowering everything back down. We'll press back into child's pose again. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop. We're going to curl those toes under again. Send the sits bones up and back. We're back in downward facing dog. We're going to look up between our hands again, start to shift the weight forward, and we're going to bring our left toes in between. We're going to flatten that back foot, so the right foot can either be parallel with the short edge of the mat or on a bit of an angle, whatever is going to make you feel more stable. And then we're going to sweep the mat, come all the way up for warrior one. We breathe here. Now we're going to open up for warrior two. Trying to stay nice and tall, not leaning forward just yet. Nice and tall through the body. Shoulders are pressed back and down. Weight is evenly distributed. Now we're going to reach forward until we can't reach anymore, and then we're going to tilt back. You can have your hand resting on your thigh if you want. I like mine to be pressing straight down. We're going to come back through warrior two, warrior one, and then hands come to either side of that foot. We're going to send our heel back up, our back heel that is, and then we're going to shift our weight so that we can send the left foot back to meet the right, back in downward facing dog now. Take a breath here. Look up between the hands, start shifting forward. We're going to bring the right toes in between the hands now. Left foot comes down. Again, either parallel to the short edge or on an angle. And we're going to come up for warrior one on this side and breathe here. Open up for warrior two. Nice and strong and tall. We're going to reach forward till we can't reach anymore and tilt back. Again, you can have your hand resting on your thigh or straight down. Back through warrior two now. And warrior one. Lift that back foot, bring the hands down, and then we're going to shift our weight. We send our right foot back to meet the left, pressing those sits bones up, back in downward facing dog, really stretching here. Now we're going to look up between the hands, start to shift the weight forward, bring our left foot up, our right foot to meet it. We'll do a little ragdoll here, forward fold. Now we're gonna inhale, both arms come all the way up. And exhale. Again, we're gonna stand in mountain just for a minute or two, not a minute or two, probably a few seconds really. Send those shoulders back and down, feeling the feet grounding down into your mat, and just feeling that energy that's running through your body. All that movement, I'm sure, cultivated a little bit of heat. When I inhale, you'll see my shoulders rise. As I exhale, I press them down, really feeling the breath in the body. We're gonna do a little bit of a garland pose now. So we're gonna take the feet just a little better than shoulder width apart. We're gonna inhale, the arms come up. And as we exhale, we're gonna squat down, bring those elbows inside of the knees. Your heels may need to stay lifted here, whatever is working better for you. We're gonna bring the seat down. You can bring your hands together or keep them separate, whatever is better for you. Body is nice and tall. Just staying here for the stretch and breathe. One more breath. And we're going to bring those hands just behind us now and let that seat fall. We're going to take our feet out to either corner of the room. Nice big stretch here, as much as you can. If they're a little closer together, that's okay. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring our left hand and just send it along the right leg as far as it will go. And we're going to take that right arm all the way up into the sky. You can stay right here if you like. We're going to inhale and exhale. And maybe as you exhale, you might want to lean over towards that wall, sending the hand away from you. We're going to lean over a little bit more as we inhale. We exhale down. And one more time, inhale. And exhale down, maybe even finding your toes, but don't cave in to find the toes. Make sure that you stay nice and open through the chest. On our next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up and exhale. If you didn't find your toes there, that's completely fine. If you stay a little bit lifted, that's good too. Just as long as you're getting a side stretch in. So we're going to take our right hand now along the right leg, and we inhale, the left arm comes up, always a little more open on one side than the other. Inhale, and then as we exhale, maybe reaching towards the wall. Exhale, coming down just a little bit farther. Inhale, and exhale down, remembering to stay open through the chest. Don't cave in to try and get down a little bit farther. On your next inhale, we're going to sit all the way back up and exhale that arm down. We're going to do a forward fold now with both feet out in front of us. So extending both legs, sitting up nice and tall. We'll inhale both arms up. As we exhale, just let them fall where they might. You wanted to clasp your ankles, take your peace fingers to your toes, or just let them fall, completely up to you. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, maybe creeping the fingertips away, falling forward. Inhale, exhale down, and again. Dropping your head now, and we're just going to sit here for a breath or two. On your next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up, stacking the spine, shoulders and head come up last. And just give those shoulders a little roll. If you wanted to come to a cross-legged position or stay right where you are, we're going to roll through the shoulders, taking up as much space as you can here. And and then sending them in the other direction. Drop the chin to the chest. We'll bring left ear to left shoulder. Come to center, right ear to right shoulder. And again. And just at your own pace a couple of more times. You bring your head up, and we'll send it to the back now. Roll to the left. Roll to the right. Bring your head back up. We're going to send our hands up with an inhale. Left arm comes down on the exhale. We're going to stretch over to the side. Just a couple of breaths here. Trying to keep the sits bones on the floor. On your next inhale, coming all the way up. That arm comes down. Again, we inhale. Exhale the right arm down this time. Little bend over to the side. On your next inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale down. We're going to take one nice big breath in to end. Inhale. And turn the hands away. Exhale down. I really hope you enjoyed your practice today, and it's the start of a wonderful day or the end of a wonderful day for you. Take care, everybody.